Hey, this is the video to go along with the case study for how we took a handyman website from zero traffic and producing zero leads to getting targeted traffic and producing dozens of leads each and every month. That started when I saw this post in a local business group, and I immediately knew what was going to happen. Everybody was going to start chiming in and saying to use their company and how they should, pick me, but giving little or no insight or helping, no value at all, just saying, pick me. So what I decided to do was chime in, offer a little bit of insight into what was going on, and I figured that I would offer some value as well. So I had my guys take a look at their site and send over a video going over the basic things that they could do to fix it, optimize it, and get better results. Now, the poster didn't put their business into the post, so I had to do a little bit of work to hunt it down. But did that, and we got to work putting together a ranking report to figure out how well the site was ranking and do an audit of the site and their Google business profile and things like that. What we found was bad, very bad, maybe as bad as I've ever seen anything look. I had literally zero traffic, like no traffic at all made it to the site. Their Google business profile didn't show up anywhere in the entire county that they were targeting. Didn't show up. And the site wasn't properly indexed by Google. And the actual page of the site weren't showing up, and the ones that were showing up actually didn't have content. So we just, if you want to know how to do that, super simple. You just do site colon and then your website URL, and I'll show you which pages are indexed by Google. And most of them weren't being indexed, and the ones that were didn't have the right content on them. So that showed us something was very wrong with the structure of the site. We sent that information over to the owner of the business and saw, wow, this is trouble. Next thing we did was look at the speed of the site. We found out not only was it super slow, but some of the tools that we used couldn't even scan the site, which tells us that's really, 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 really bad. If the tool can't find it, a customer is not going to find it. So for one of the things we use, PageSpeed Insights, I couldn't find the page. As you can see, it says no data at all. Couldn't diagnose any performance issues because I couldn't find it. Couldn't find the site at all. One thing about it that was kind of surprising, it actually had very good domain authority. Domain authority is one of the things that Google uses to determine ranking. It kind of decides like how much of a local authority you are on a topic. This is very important for ranking. It had a very good domain authority, which says, at one point things were going pretty well, but now it had just completely fallen off a cliff. Only ranking for 7 keywords, zero traffic to the site, and what really hit, and we'll get into this more in a minute, is the amount of backlinks to the site. Like, it's a ridiculous amount. 5,000 backlinks to a local site is crazy, especially when that site has zero traffic. That tells you right there something really, really bad is happening. So we look at the website authority for them versus their competitors. This is actually a national site, so they're competing with that in terms of domain authority. They're doing much better than most other competition, but you can see this is just nuts. The 5,000 backlinks versus all the other competitors in the area, that they have almost 600 referring domains. Like, that is just a crazy profile for a local business, especially one with literally zero traffic. Again, you can see the domain authority versus the competition, zero traffic, only 7 keywords that they're ranking for, and then that's the one that really stands out. It's just not having those crazy numbers of backlinks. We knew that was going to be a big issue that we were going to have to figure out. Like I said, the spam backlinks are the biggest problem. Backlinks are like referrals to your site from another site. The best way to think about it is a good backlink is like a person you trust telling Google to trust your business. Like, it's someone that Google trusts sending juice to your site saying this is a good site. A bad backlink is like the sleaziest person in the world telling Google to trust your business, and that's bad, bad, bad. This site had over 5,000 spam backlinks. I had never seen anything like this ever on any site, and the ones that they were coming from were super bad, like super spammy, all over the world, crazy places in Asia, in Europe, just really, really bad sites that are sending them traffic. All terrible, terrible, terrible links. Some are coming from just all over the world. Polish sites, ones that should not be sending links to a local business in Arlington, Virginia. You're not going to get backlinks from Asia and from Poland to a local business in Arlington, Virginia. That all sends really bad signals to Google. You can see these are some of the sites that were sending links. Again, just bad. Like none of these are sending good links through. To make matters worse, the anchor text on those pages were terrible. Like you either want it to be an anchor text that is linked to your site to either be relevant or generic. You don't want it to be for things like herpes cure, get rid of pimples, and even like porn terms. Like those are things you don't want posting to your website, because obviously they have nothing to do with your website and what you do. And even worse, they're negative signals. So in here, you can see get rid of pimples overnight, herpes natural cure. Like those are bad. Those are just bad things you don't want pointing to your site. See, all of these links are just terrible. And all of them are just tearing down their reputation with Google. And you can see this is just a very shady site that's sending them traffic, sending them links. Again, none of these are even remotely appropriate for their site, like Nick Jonas UK tour. What does that have to do with a local handyman in Arlington, Virginia? Absolutely nothing. None of these do. And all of those really hurt the site. And you can see these were all very recent to when she first posted. So how did we fix it? The very first thing we had to do was get rid of those backlinks. We had to figure out which ones of them were worth having and which ones were all spam that we needed to get rid of. So the first thing we did was run our backlink analysis report, find out which ones were good, which ones were bad. As you can probably guess, most of them were really bad that we had to get rid of. Some of them were decent, most were really terrible. The next step was to go through and target all of the bad domains and disavow those through Google. So we created a list of URLs and domains, submitted them to Google through the Google Search Console to disavow them. It takes a little bit of time, but eventually Google connects that you're basically saying, we don't know these guys, we don't want that link, and Google will remove them. And that really helped things out. The next thing we did was optimize their Google business profile. It didn't rank at all. And so we really needed to get that fixed. So the very first thing we did was verify the listing. And then we started working on filling everything out. Yes, every single thing we need to fill out. We wanted to fill out every piece that was on there. Everything in the profile, everything in the services, everything in the products. So we go and filled out everything that we could. All of the information, all of their service areas, everything that we would want a customer to find, we fill out. The more you fill out, the more Google's going to like it. Give Google more information, the better off you're going to be. Fill out all the hours, any more hours, any additional things about the business. Then you want to make sure that you add all their products and services. And don't just add them, link them to corresponding pages on the website. So right here we have the product landing page. Link that to the page on the website corresponding. So in this case, it was bathroom remodel. We linked it to the bathroom remodel page on their website. Then we went through and we filled out all of their primary categories and their secondary categories, made sure those were all done. Then we asked questions. So we went on to Google. We searched for handyman in the area. And then what we did was we found the questions that people ask. So if you search on Google, there's going to be a section called People Also Ask related to whatever you search for. We found all those questions. We created answers for all of them, and we put them not only on the website, but we put it on the Google Business Profile as well. And we add more of those over time. We looked into the online booking tool. We created a review link that she could send to her customers in the past. That really helped as well. Established credibility. Since their site wasn't ranking at all, their Google Business Profile wasn't ranking at all, having real customers submit reviews says to Google, this is a real business and a business you should start ranking. So that was also very helpful. And then we went through and we optimized citations. Citations are links from around the internet back to your website and to your business. These should all be consistent with name, email, name, address, and phone number. So we went through and found, the top hundreds. They had very few that were in place. We had to go and order a bunch of them, create a bunch of them themselves, and make sure that they were all consistent. That's going to send really good signals to Google. So we went through and did that. Then we built out a new site that was optimized for search and conversion. The old site was very poorly organized, wasn't optimized for how people in the area search or convert visitors into customers. That's what we really wanted to concentrate on, so that if people started getting to the site now, we wanted to make sure that they were going to convert into customers as well. So the first thing we did was we did research into the monthly search volume for the most important searches for them in their area. Painting, handyman, bathroom remodel, bathroom reconstruction, drywall repair, etc. This is going to tell us what pages we need to create on our website and what keywords we want to target. So from there, once we got the site built and we got everything fixed, you can see things went along pretty slowly at first as we were getting the new site built, as we were getting rid of those backlinks. But you can see where things really started to pick up in terms of impressions and total clicks. Once we got all the disavow done, once you got the new site up, everything really picked up, and we doubled, tripled, quintupled their traffic in a number of cases. That went from basically zero, as you can see, in February and March starts picking up. And then once we launch the new site and get everything working, we were really able to increase the traffic on their website. As for the Google Business Profile, you can see the level of interaction versus the previous year. We increased it by 387%, which is a huge increase. The number of calls to their site through their Google Business Profile versus the year before was up 333%. Views on the business profile were up almost 200%. Searches they showed up in was up 1,720%. So we were really able to increase the traffic, not only to their website, but to their Google Business Profile as well. And that turns into legitimate submissions through the site. You can see where the forms are filled out. These are actual leads, people who are looking for handyman and remodeling services coming in through their website. Also, they get tons and tons of calls now. You can see in this 1 month, they had 107 calls, 84 of them first-time callers. So we've really been able to increase the results for their business from their website from literally nothing at the beginning of the year to now they're getting dozens of calls, even over 100 calls a month for their business, for people looking for the products and services that they offer. So hopefully you enjoyed the case study and got some information that will be very helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can go to lucky-dogmarketing.com. If you're looking for an audit like this, we'd be happy to do one for you. Thank you.